another bedroom.
Hey everyone, happy day. Sunday probably when I drop this video. It's Kayla May, your El Barrio Bebe, and I'm here with another video about New York City. So in my first video, in my last video, I talked about the things that I did when I moved to New York, and now I want to share 5 things that I learned when I moved here. Some of these are like kind of no-brainers, but for a kid who grew up on the West Coast, they were full brainers for me. So if you can hear that, it's the pipes or something. I don't know. This is not my apartment. I'm house sitting. Still with Bali. Okay. Anyways, let's get into it. Okay. Number one. Making it to New York is an accomplishment, and it is a literal mantra, spell, affirmation. If you could make it here, you could make it anywhere. Make it by arriving. One, if you could make it here, arrive, right? Arrive. But also make it as in create it. If you can create it here, you can create it anywhere. And I'm learning that, or I have learned and still learning, that New York City is maybe one of the most accessible cities in the country. And as an artist, as a creative, as someone who is like, you know, doing their own thing, storyteller, go-getter, whatever, this city provides so many different resources. So you could, I kid you not, like our first few months here, I was so energetically focused on furnishing our apartment that I would literally think like, God, I really need this thing for this part of the living room or whatever. And it would magically appear, right? It's like a whole culture out here, stooping. People will leave shit out on the stoop or out on the street sidewalk, and you can like pick it up and furnish your entire apartment with stooped furniture. The first few years, our entire apartment was stooped, or like, you know, things I saw on like Facebook Market or Instagram stooping pages, and it was maybe my favorite iteration of our space because it had a lot of character and stories. Like I'm all for story value. I live for story value. So when my furniture has story value, it means a lot. So yeah, if you could make it here, you could literally make it anywhere. You could make it anywhere. So the first step is to arrive. And once you arrive, like really align with your energy and what you want, focus on what you want. And this city will provide. She will provide. She is like the best teacher. And I'm learning every day. Location change. There's a weird, I don't know what's going on in that corner, but there's like a weird ticking that I'm trying to avoid. Hopefully you don't hear it when I'm over here. Maybe you will. I'm sorry. New York City apartments are old and noisy. And if you don't got the mula guapera peso to buy a new new unit, be prepared to tend to her like an elder, because she's got some quirks. I guess that's number 2. Is New York City is old. She's old and dusty. And you will find yourself getting some sort of city allergy, sickness, whatever. But maybe that's what they mean when they say you need to have thick skin to be here, because this city is literally sitting on top of so much colonial violence and trauma, not to get too real with y'all, but it comes up in the way that it is sometimes manifested in the people that are living here. So she's old. You will need to tend to her. So be prepared to live in a building or in a space wherever that it's not going to be perfect, but it will be perfect in its very own New York City way. We've lived in some quirky spots, 2 to be exact. Our first place was literally a shoebox, which was exciting. And it was too small. It was like almost as small as our spot in Oakland when we were living in Lake Merritt, but it had like an extra little alcove for like a bed, and it was separated by like a glass door. Anyways, it was cute. She was cute for our first spot, but it was also like the back side of the building, so we got a view of the courtyard. The spot that we have now, I love. I love our apartment. I don't know if we will ever leave, to be frank. I'm frank. I don't know if we'll ever leave. And if we do, it will be for something much better. But I super love where we're at right now in East Harlem. And she does have her quirks. You know, brick is cute, but brick gets dusty. Brick is cute, but it gets cold. Brick is cute, but she will crumble on your face if the building shakes in a certain way. So just be prepared to tend to her and to love her regardless, because she old. I just took off my lashes. Don't judge me. I'm gonna put on some glasses. Okay, much better. My next learning point, my next point is that New York City learn to love public transportation, and not just the train, because you know the trains, yeah, that's part of the New York experience. You will learn that the trains are very convenient, not as convenient as Chicago. I will say the loop is like brilliant, but you will learn very quickly how to get lost if you are not reading thoroughly. There's a couple different apps that people like to use. Google Maps is great. It's pretty accessible. City Mapper is also really good. You should know 2 things. 1, if you're heading anywhere towards the Bronx, if you're headed anywhere above Central Park, Harlem, the Bronx, anywhere, uptown, because you're going uptown. If you're headed anywhere below Central Park, Midtown, the Village, all the spots, downtown, uptown, downtown. And as soon as I learned that, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm headed up this way, I'm headed down that way, I'm headed somewhere in the middle. We use the bus more than we use the train these days because we live on First Ave, and avenues, they run up and down the entire length of the city. New York City is like, I think 14 miles long. That's 2 San Franciscos. So you could go from one end to the other pretty quickly, like if you wanted to. But yeah. This is a lesson I actually learned in San Francisco because I was walking a lot when I was working in that city. And that is to only take with you what you can carry. And I also have a Rolly backpack, which is super convenient. Don't judge me. And I will use that when I do need to carry a bunch of stuff. But for the most part, I will wear layers because the weather has a mind of its own. She has a mind of her own. She will do what she wants and what she pleases. So wear layers, but also only take with you what you can carry. I am still learning this. I'm trying to get better at this because I'm just overpack anywhere, anytime. But yeah, you're gonna be walking a lot. You're gonna be sweating a lot. So you should not be carrying too much. Hi, you're pretty girl. And I gotta take her down anyway, so we're gonna go on a walk. I really also want a slice of pizza. I want to go get a slice. I've been craving pizza. And we were at the movies. We were at the movies yesterday, and I wanted to grab a slice before the movie, but they didn't have any shops around me. Annoying. Kips Bay. The fuck. Anyways, so yeah, let's go for a walk. Let's go grab some pizza. I didn't get pizza. I had Trader Joe's butternut squash mac and cheese. So I had that, and I took a nap. Or I took a nap and then I had that, but now we're on a walk because we're gonna go see Drew Hill tonight. So